Hey y'all, thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you guys are having a most excellent day today. First up, before I get into the episode, I would like to thank everyone for sticking with me for 100 videos. This will be video number 101. Thank you very much, every single one of you. I know there's currently about 350 subscribers, and you all mean the world to me. You guys, are the reason I do this, okay? So thank you very much for sticking with me this long. Hope you guys are enjoying my content. If you are, drop in the comments below. But now that I've got that out of the way, let's roll with my review of the Netflix show Sexybeasts and what I think of it. So this is a show that's been taking the furry world by storm recently. I've been seeing it on a lot of Facebook groups, a lot of people talking about this, and I do know a couple of other furry YouTubers have made videos already about this. But I figured I would do this video after actually seeing it, whereas a lot of other people have been doing, reactions before they've even seen the show. And on the weekend just gone, me and the other half did binge watch the entire of Sexybeasts. And we really enjoyed it. It was one of those shows where we couldn't put it down. But we do have a few issues with the show, and I figured I'd lay them out here, as well as my praise for the show, because I really did enjoy the show. So first up, what is Sexybeasts? It is a Netflix show. I don't know the producers, I didn't look that far into it, where they have done a dating show, but everyone's dressed up as either, animals or zombies or beasts of some sort, just to hide their outer physical beauty and let people get to know each other on the inside before judging by looks alone. And I have to say, that is a really cool premise in itself. I really enjoyed, the outlay of the show and how they set it up. But once we get past that, it is, at the base of it, a dating show, getting people to hook up, that kind of thing. But it's more based on personality than anything else. Although I do think that they still, did judge a little bit on the externals. And they really went the extra mile with some of the, anthropomorphic animals that they had people dressed up as. I mean, I really, really liked the buffalo or the bison or whatever he was. I think he was really cool. I think the nose ring that they gave him was a nice little touch. I also really thought the guy who was dressed up as a beaver, he was adorable. The big friendly giant vibes coming off him massively. And I think in some cases they really did match the animal with the person up perfectly. I mean, the girl who was dressed up as a panda, damn, dude, she was so cute as a panda. When they took the costume off her to reveal her face to everyone, I was like, nah, dude, put the panda costume back on. You were like 10 times cuter then. And while it clearly wasn't made by furries or to appeal to a furry audience, it was made to appeal to a general audience. It really is a show that I think will appeal to furries, because some of the animals, you're really rooting for like the animal costume over the alien costume, or that kind of thing when you're watching it. And it does have a really fun atmosphere to the show. And one of the things I really like about this show is how, they've almost normalized these costumes in this setting. And I do think when this gets seen by a lot of people, it will bring, furry a little bit more into the mainstream, make it a little bit more acceptable to the regular muggles out there. And I think that's a good thing. I think, people are gonna, be less shocked when they see furries out there, less judgmental. And I think that's a really good thing. And there was only really one person in the whole show that I thought was a bit of a creep. And he was like he gave off major cult leader vibes. This dude was like, screaming, all hippy dippy on the outside and, preachy peace and all that stuff. But at the root of it, he did seem like a cult leader, and, I would want him to namaste the hell away from me if I ever met him, because he was just like weird and he had creepy vibes to him, even with a costume on. But other than that, I thought it was an absolutely amazing show. I thought all the people on there were absolute stars, and I would love to watch a season 2 of that if it comes out. I have no doubt Netflix will make a season 2. Whether they make past that, I don't know. I would also really love to find out who they got to do to make all the costumes in it, because some of them were really on point. Some of them were absolutely amazing. A couple were a little bit sketchy in places, but nothing major. And one of my favourite parts about the show is all the furry puns. I mean, I know this wasn't made by furries or even aimed at furries, but there were some spectacular dad-level furry puns throughout the entire show, and I really enjoyed that. It really made me giggle, and it was definitely worth a watch. I mean, if you're looking for a show that is not necessarily made by furries, but furry-orientated, check out Sexybeasts. You will absolutely love it. It was a hella enjoyable show. And even though at the base of it, it was just a dating show, I think you guys will really enjoy it just for the cool costumes, the really cute outfits. You know, they really went an extra mile on them. I think my favourite would definitely be, I think I'd definitely have to go with the wolf, just because, he kind of looked like a brother to me. A slightly thinner, more, well-proportioned version of me. So definitely the wolf was my favourite character. And my only real criticism of the show, and it's weird coming from a straight dude like me, is the fact that they didn't actually feature any, LGBT types on the show at all. It was literally man, 3 women, woman, 3 men. There wasn't any, LGBT relationships on show or up for grabs. There weren't any of that going on, which, like I said, isn't a big thing for me as a straight dude. But I imagine some, LGBT types out there may not find it as relatable as others. But I'm sure that Netflix will address that in season 2. I imagine they likely got a few complaints about that. I'm not going to complain about it myself, but, I did think it was something that it lacked a little bit. But other than that, outstanding show. Loved every second of it. Funny as hell. You guys need to go check it out on Netflix right now. So I hope you all enjoyed this episode of my review of Sexybeasts. If you did, drop a like, subscribe, all that cool stuff. Hit the bell notification icon to be notified of future uploads. Other than that, you all have an excellent day, a most amazing week, and I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, take care. Ta-ra.